Hello everyone and welcome back. It's time for the second part of the trial. Let's go, Dragon. Oh great, she's already depressed. Someone's calling you. Oh dear. Give us a sec. Anyway, I'm taking this over here because Dragon is teeing it up.
Tea.
Give us a slurp. Excellent.
Today was a 2 sugar day.
Mm.
And a nice new cup.
It's Halloween themed. I've got to. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Doot doot.
What? What?
I am a turd, I really am.
Is it the fact that I danced along with the doot doot doot?
You did. Anyway, we've got...
Let's go.
Yes. Mr. Wright?
Huh? What?
Are trials always like this with you?
Yeah, kinda.
Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface. No matter how hard you've had it, you never seem to get there.
Yeah, that sums it up pretty nicely, actually. Pretty much.
Well, thanks, Phoenix.
Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judges' chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth.
I'm not surprised considering all of the successes in that trial kept being attributed to Edgeworth. Hola, partner.
Oh god, it's him again.
Hey, at least you can tell it's him.
Yeah.
They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper.
Yeah, no, at least I can tell it's him, as much as I can tell it's Gumshoe. We're just some, hi pal!
Yeah, if someone says pal, it's Gumshoe.
Yeah.
That's what they told me when I was a young'un, at least.
When and where and who and
Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come to take a look to see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late.
I just realised the kind of voice you should be doing for him.
What?
A deeper version of Lotta Hearts.
I'm doing it different.
You get my point, why?
I can't do it like kind of squeaky like hers. I'm trying to be a bit more chill with his. He's a bit more of a chiller sounding guy.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It should be similar to Lotta's, but not quite the same.
Suppose. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory.
That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? Huh? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time.
So she has worn a red scarf.
I saw her that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edward's seen it too, I'd reckon.
What does that mean? The photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Star wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you gotta just let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee!
Still feels more like concrete. I'd like to resume. So, judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
Oh boy.
Just, I'd like to resume.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that's why! Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue. Your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets.
Oh, maybe he should go
That-
to the hospital.
That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes.
Go to the hospital, man!
What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent.
It can't be. This can't happen. They found my poor Mags. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh god, maybe they found out about us.
Oh no. It's even worse.
Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation.
This is unacceptable!
It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Who is this? Excuse me. Knock knock?
Who's there?
Why you walked into that? Oh.
Holy! I'll take over.
Okay, take over for this lovely man. Oh goodness, this is music.
What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy... He's a priest.
No, that's a police badge.
Is that a police badge? Because it
Yeah,
looks like
it's a
cross to
police-
me.
There's a cross tie, yes, with a police badge on it.
Okay. A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey! The temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
No wonder. Oh.
He's kind of Ganondorf-y, not gonna lie.
I know. No wonder it rose 5.7 degrees.
I mean, for you, you're drinking tea, so you know, it is what it is.
Who on earth is he? Ah, it's you.
Do you want me to take over the judge now?
Yeah.
The other guy on the stand. Yeah. Cool. Sorry we keep changing characters. It's needed, I suppose.
Well, someone's better at deeper voices than others.
Ah, it's you.
Say something! Oh. Sorry, I'm late.
Udgy.
My god. Sorry I'm late, Udgy. The roads were packed. It's just me.
I like how the music's changed. At first it was like intense organ music, and now it's hey, it's me, I'm the cutie patootie.
Long time no see, eh, Udgy? How you been? Swim much these days?
Hello. No, I've been so busy.
Busy schmizzy, Udgy, my boy. You're gonna make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
Who the fuck is this man?
I suppose we'll find out. G seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Ah, so you're Raito, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So, sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh?
He has nicknames for fucking everyone.
Yeah. I'm loving this. You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly.
I'd love to see you in a swimsuit, sir. I'm sorry, say that louder for the whole court to hear.
Speedos, preferably.
Thank you. I mean, he's got very broad shoulders, so...
I'm sure Phoenix would like to see Edgeworth in.
Obviously.
Little worthy.
Mr. Wright! You forget yourself! You forget yourself, Master Dragon! I am the judge here! You don't know the District Chief of Police?
Apparently not.
Arrest me.
Chief of Police.
He's the top-ranking officer in the entire district! What? Just because I didn't say police? Oh, he's got the serious face on again. Okay, never mind.
Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. This beard looks like a cravat.
It is a little, yeah.
Sorry.
So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Everything is 2 years ago.
Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow.
Please stop calling me that.
I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler!
So the star wasn't just seeing things. The crime occurred, Mr. really was wearing that muffler. But to think it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe.
He's stretching that hair far. Damn. Wing.
On Little Worthy's car, no less.
Please stop calling me that.
It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What's this?
It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Oh, finally.
Chief! What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth. How can they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this light, how do you expect us to do our job? My god, the way you downed that reminds me of the prosecutor in the third game. Anyone who's played Trials and Tribulations will know how the guy fucking drinks coffee. He fucking downs that shit.
There was a time when I downed a hot cup of tea.
Oh my days.
I was at a friend's house. They'd just given me a cup of tea. It was not boiling hot, but not cold.
You are definitely going to be playing Godot. Spelt like Godot.
Okay.
Like the play that we eventually partly studied. Yeah. I didn't realise it was a reference until university.
But no, that sounded a warm, near boiling cup of tea, and I just downed it, gave it back to someone, and was like, what should I do with the empty cup?
Oh, isn't it because you had to go somewhere and they made you tea?
No, that was at my father's when I downed a boiling hot cup of tea.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because they gave you it because, like, you guys were going to hang for a bit and then suddenly you all had to go somewhere, so it was like, fucking kidding me? Fine.
No, with my father's, it was a case of we were going shopping, and I'd just been given a cup of tea, and it would have been cold by the time I got back, so I downed it and then we went. At the Friends, it was just because I'd been offered a cup of tea, so I had a cup of tea.
Hmm.
Now wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me?
Is it me or is it he's... I mean, I know I've played this case before, so... Does he seem sinister to you?
A little. Have a look at this document, where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth.
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
You're head in the clouds because you got that award? I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge.
It said I'll expect a written apology.
I'll expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
Oh, I think he's seething.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favour first.
Yes?
Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honour? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it for me, I wonder?
Yes, well, I think that all you have to do is push the switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point it at people anymore.
Come on, just hurry up and open it! 10,000 years
I would love to go faster!
Look,
I'd love to go faster!
I know. SL9 2. Can we look at that first? Thank you. There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL-9 2.
What does that mean?
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 or DL6 is...
But it's strange.
Huh? What is?
I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this, somehow.
We have.
No, we have in this case, honey.
Huh?
We have in this case.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking of.
The memo.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking of.
What? Don't scare me like that!
Wait a minute.
Just the tip. Got me. Oh, God. Just the tip got me.
I'm the one who's scared!
Look at this knife blade! The tip is broken off!
And this dark red stain? Blood?
There we go, Mr. Judge. This does not excuse the actions of the police department.
Oh, the skulls are gone.
Yeah, of course the skulls are gone. There's no hot tea in there anymore. I would like to hear an explanation from the Chief of Police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife?
Sure thing. Not a problem, not even a little one, really.
tear disorder.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. You mean like this?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we can't present it yet.
That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess.
What? But a guy was killed at the prosecutor's office. It was a double murder. Cool. Moving on.
The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh?
Yeah.
It's not officially linked here to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
Clearly. Ooh.
There was a murder at the police department. A detective?
That's hush-hush information, Archie. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Put down.
Order, order, order.
Anyway, we were at the department. We ended it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Keep it up, Dragon.
Says you. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure all the people in the court will make sure to not say anything.
The thing is,
I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
two detectives killed at the same time in two different places.
The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of
Stop
course.
reading my thoughts, you witch! I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
Promises?
It was very simple. We need to just present the memo to the next statement, I think. Yeah. Evidence to prove a connection. Present. Or present the memo.
Wait a second. Ah, at last! An honest to goodness objection. This knife, this has to have something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
Ah! An honest to goodness, what do you mean from Archie? This is great! Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL-92.
And this is important. Why?
Over here we also have a memo that was written on the body of the victim, yes.
Yes, of course.
Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What's this? 6 minus 7s 12 dash over /2.
Your Honor, it's upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Upside.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, and what do you get?
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Yes, this is exactly what I needed. Oh, after those lunches, Jesus. Anyway.
Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief!
Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto!
Thank you.
I win? Ah. What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an
That
investigation.
you've seen this before. So, shall we press that? It's the new information.
So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon?
Nice, nice, nice! Good show, little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. It was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think there is a connection there. No need to do that one. Could press that.
On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. Music stopped. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, RG?
I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, righto?
Okay.
I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and only one thing. Where?
Yeah, where?
No. It can't be
No.
where.
Where in the police station was he killed?
So where the victim was found.
Yeah. Well, because, you know,
Well, how was the victim killed?
no. I want to know where.
So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found,
What?
Why?
Why not?
but I can say that the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
That's where the knife was taken.
From. But why can't I speak on where the corpse was found?
Maybe they don't know where it is. What have you realised, Dragon?
Are you certain it was two detectives?
Tell me, Dragon. Have you figured out the case?
No, my brain's just thinking, are they sure it's two detectives and not one? Because... Okay, yeah, you have a body in a trunk
Uh-huh.
of a car.
Uh-huh.
They can't speak on where the corpse was found because it wasn't at the police department.
Uh-huh.
So somebody killed him at the police department, stuffed him in the trunk of Edgeworth's car. That person then drove Edgeworth's car back to the prosecutor's lot. To which then it was found. So there isn't two detectives, it's only one.
Uh-huh.
Him, Goodman, is the only one that's dead, but it's just because his body was transported. Goodman wasn't killed in the prosecutor's lot.
May I just say you are several steps ahead of the game.
This is how my brain works.
I know.
If they can't speak on where the corpse was found, you gave me the idea of maybe they don't know where it is, then my brain automatically went, wait a minute.
Well, if he's saying, I can't say where it is, but the crime took place here, that means they don't know where the body is.
Yeah, exactly, but you supplied me with that information, and then my brain just went, ooh.
It's like when
So Edgeworth didn't drive his car, or if he did, the body was already in the trunk and he didn't know.
Anyway, let's continue.
Evidence room. This is going to be hard now that I'm just like,
Yeah.
realization!
Now do you realise when we watch people play Ace Attorney Investigations, the Edgeworth games, that they'd already figured out the case and they were irritated that they, couldn't just go, it's this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can definitely see it.
Yeah.
And I apologise to our lovely beans that my brain works that way.
No. In a sense, I think they're happy that it does, because at least you figured out the fucking case. And, unlike the previous case where it usually shows, who did the murder, and that,
We didn't get one for this.
Yeah, it's like the previous case where it was just like, oh, Edgeworth is holding a gun, oh dear. But then you find out over the course of the case
that he's innocent. Yeah. No, sorry. Like I said, my brain works in fucking wonderful ways.
Okay.
Wait a second. I've heard of that.
The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? Yeah, it was stolen. Moving on.
Yeah. There's the connection between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
I'm not fucking happy if things move quicker. Happy. We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. It's not officially linked to the secret.
We'll press it. Let's see if we can ask some more questions.
Chief, the defence's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Yeah, you don't say. Well, out with it, Writer. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I don't know why I paused.
It's fine.
Anyway, do continue.
And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room. In that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
Oh,
You two make a good pair.
he ships it.
It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
Come. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really?
Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
Go ahead, Gareth. Let's press. Let's ask a question.
If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can to him.
ID number. Exactly. If, you think it's not, if it's the same guy, if we ask for the ID number, we have the gender, we have the name, we have the division.
Yeah, no, I think I'm right, and it is the same person.
And it is Bruce Goodman, yeah. that he was murdered at the police department.
Stuffed in Edgeworth's trunk and carted off to the prosecutor's office by... Well, Edgeworth gave us the stub. So Edgeworth did drive his car, but the body was already in it.
And then Lana came and stabbed the body to make it look like a different one. But why would she do that exactly? Look, I know guys, you know that I've played this game before, so I know the answer. I play the idiot for Dragon, so that Dragon has to figure it out. I can't always tell her everything. I already gave her spoilers for the future games anyway. I can't tell her everything, otherwise it ruins the fun of the game. Well, do you enjoy the game more knowing things, or not knowing things? If I spoiled the entire plot and told you who did it, would you like that?
No.
Exactly. It makes it more interesting, it makes you think, because I'm like, well, why would she stab the body?
Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not! You won't tell me their name after all. You keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... 5842189.
Well, that's quite long.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
82. I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
The ID number of the victim at the police department, 584.
Court record, just to be sure.
I'm right.
Yep, it's the same guy. It means something, baby!
I'm right, I told you.
Tells me something.
Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. What does this mean?
It means everything, Phoenix. It means it all changes.
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you?
Present the ID.
Witness?
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, it's just, I got confused.
And this is news.
Huh?
Just come out with both guns blazing. Like you always do.
Police department, prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto! Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And this means what exactly?
Huh?
Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. It started with 82. No, I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right! Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189.
Wait a second, Wright. What is this?
Mean? That's exactly what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh! Sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot by that crazy woman.
Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time.
That's impossible. So what we're saying is,
The same person was killed at the same time. And in a completely different location? Order! 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 Chief, what does this mean? No. Wait. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case.
Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me?
that previous one, you know when I said he looked like Ganondorf? He definitely did then.
You're gonna have to freeze frame that.
Ooh, that's menacing.
Why do you think I changed the voice?
Yeah.
Ugh.
The oversight. The grave error. Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours.
Excuse me? What? How dare...
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Oh god, the guy he screamed at and went out in
Dismiss.
tears. Poor Meekins.
Officer Meekins.
Mr. Wright! Where have you heard that name before? Wait, aha!
Ugh. You don't mean him.
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
I'm really annoyed that they never adapted this for the anime. It's a good case. I would have loved to see this animated.
Oh god, yeah.
They did like the first 3 games as they were on the Game Boy Advance. I want to see this because if they ever then decide to do like the rest of the series, they need to do this case. Otherwise, you've not introduced a bunch of characters that appear later.
Yeah.
Well, a few characters. Some of them don't ever appear again.
Yeah! Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
Wow. In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir! You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I...
Oh my god. Ugh.
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
I'm sorry, like, the freezing music really made me shudder then. It's really effective.
What?
Now, what was that second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright!
Huh? Oh, well, it's,
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit illicit evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court.
Ugh.
The connection was just proven by Raito over there.
Thank you for giving us the praise. No one was praising us the last bit.
Good job, Raito, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job.
No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. For today at least.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
Please don't remind me. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do, very well might be.
You'd better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment is for this, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned.
Whew! My God.
Well, for such, in a sense, a small bit, that's taken us nearly an hour to record. Granted, we were silly at points, but, you know. Woo! Well, there we go. So, we could go longer for this episode, but we're not gonna. So, we're gonna leave it here for now. So, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you've enjoyed. And subscribe to see the next episode. Leave us a comment in a comment section down below. We'd love to hear what you think. Dragon.
If you like what you've seen, please consider subscribing to our Patreon, becoming one of our lovely beans today. If, however, that is too expensive for you at this time, please consider a one-off donation on our Ko-fi. Help support T-Wench today.
I'm sorry, I just realised that I was like holding a forced smile, but I'm like, but we're not recording our faces. Why am I doing this? Anyway, Lime out.
Dragon out.
God, the weird shit that we do.